join us on the show, Sports Audio Trust TV. Adeni G. Shafe. Our ladies, the Flamingos, arriving in Dominican Republic there for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup, where they'll be participating. For the ladies, we just hope that they will do well there because right now they want to represent Nigeria from 16 October to the 3rd of November. And really, our ladies are battle ready. They're being led by Coach Cholo Okere, and right now they are in Dominican Republic, taking us through that first story. FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup. Flamingos arrived Dominican Republic ahead of competition. As they are battle ready right now, the entire squad are happy that they got there safely and ahead of the competition. Let's look at the group, the draws rather of the games that they'll be playing. That has to do with the competition there. Nigeria were in Group A alongside New Zealand, Ecuador, and Dominican Republic, the host nation. While Group A have Spain, USA, Korea Republic, and also Colombia. In Group C, you have DPR Congo, Korea, Mexico, Kenya, and England. While in Group D, you have Japan, Poland, Brazil, and Zambia. 3 African nations, Kenya, Zambia, and Nigeria, are participating in this competition that will be starting from October 16 till 3rd of November. And we are hoping that our ladies will do us proud. We just saw them now in that arrival over there in Dominican Republic, where they'll be facing Ecuador, New Zealand, and also the host nation, Dominican Republic. Well, joining us right now from Kaduna is Joseph Peter. Joseph Peter, good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, just heard us talking about our ladies arriving Dominican Republic safely ahead of the Under-17 World Cup that will be starting soon.
Yeah, and you forgot to mention, very well kitted too. You look at them, looking very smart. You want to expect the best from them, and hopefully, off the back of a good preparation, they will give us, the victory that we are looking out for as Nigerians. We wish them the very, very best, and we wish Coach Orukere the best. Also, hopefully, he gets to pull off. They get to pull off, a win of this whole competition, football has a way of reminding you about some countries that, we may have forgotten of. I've kind of forgotten about Dominican Republic, and then here they are, my own country, women are there to play football. So it's good. And the group they are in, I believe they can actually, do something. They can come out of that group comfortably. They should come out of that group comfortably and be able to go very, very far in this competition.
Well, we just saw that truly they will come out on top of that group because they need to do that right now. Dominican Republic, Ecuador, and New Zealand, those are the teams that Nigeria Under-17 ladies, Flamingos, they'll be facing in the group stage of the tournament, starting from 16th till 3rd of November over there at the Dominican Republic, where they'll be at least facing other nations there. Kenya, Zambia, other African nations also participating. All right, now, for our ladies, we saw how smart they look towards the arrival there, and we really want them to do well as they actually are so happy. Away from our ladies right now, let's quickly give you updates concerning the MPFL match, the rescheduled match between Rangers International and Bayelsa United. It's still goalless over there in Enugu at the Cathedral. The two teams are really facing up because it's a tough one. Enugu Rangers versus Bayelsa United. United have been able to hold their own so far till 67th minute that they've played so far in this particular rescheduled game. Joseph, Bayelsa United are really trying their best to see how they can hold on to it. 0-0 so far in the rescheduled game against Rangers at home.
They will be very, very happy. Their coach will be very, very happy to have come this far, in the 70th minute without conceding, and they might just get a point, or who knows, they might even nick a goal and get away with it. But really, if you want to look at the context, you would think that if there's any goal to be nicked, it will probably come from, Enugu Rangers. So usually this kind of encounter would be a very, very difficult type encounter as expected. These are two giants from the NPFL, so it's bound to be very, very, very close like this. And hopefully maybe Rangers that are home gets to nick something and put some excitement on the faces of their supporters there. But it's going to be very, very difficult, like it has been so difficult so far.
A difficult game is going to be because right now, even though the match is still ongoing right there, well, it's still goalless in the 68th minute. between Bayelsa United visiting Rangers International at the Cathedral in Enugu. Tough one it is. Rangers led by Electrical. They will be doing everything possible to see how they can square the 3 points at stake. While Bayelsa United, a visiting team, also holding their own so far in the 68 minutes of the match that's the rescheduled game ongoing over there in Enugu. Well, we also look at fixtures for tonight in the UEFA Europa League, where matches will be up in the stages. That's the UEFA Europa games. You have the likes of Ferencváros of Hungary hosting Tottenham Hotspur, Dynamo Kiev of Ukraine away to Hoffenheim of Germany, Lazio in the city of Rome against OGC Nice, Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel host Midtjylland, while Olympiacos Piraeus will be playing against Sporting Braga. Karabakh of Azerbaijan at home against Malmö FC of Sweden, Anderlecht from Belgium away to Spain to face Real Sociedad, while you have Rigas FC against Galatasaray, where Victor Osimhen will be unleashed tonight. Slavia Prague also against Ajax. That's another big match there. Athletic Club be hosting AZ Alkmaar of Netherlands. Still looking at the remaining part of the fixtures for tonight. Besiktas of Turkey at home against Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany, while Roma, they are away to Augsburg of Sweden. Big match there between Pau Salonika of Greece versus FCSB. Those are the games slated for tonight in the UEFA Europa League stage fixtures. Porto will be facing Manchester United. That's going to be our focus. Big one there. Porto, Man United. Can they do it? Man United lost against Tottenham Hotspur, and really they need to get their acts together. Yes, Erik ten Hag is still there leading the team, but they'll be facing Porto at home. Who wins this battle? Olympic Lyon against Rangers International, 20 against Fenerbahce, and they really did well. If you remember, against Manchester United, 20 showed their class. Union St. Louis against Bodo Glimt, while Ludogorets Razgrad, they'll be facing Victoria Plzen. Those are the teams that will be playing in the UEFA Europa League stages fixtures. And now, going to the big one we're talking about, Porto, Man United. Joseph Peter, if you are to rate this game, we know that, yes, they've been the whipping child of almost all the teams they've been facing. But can they do something great tonight against FC Porto?
And clubs are not to be taken for granted anymore. You look at yesterday, what happened to Atletico, when they faced Benfica, a complete whitewash there yesterday. So I'm not going to give any kind of respect. I wouldn't expect Porto to give any kind of respect to Manchester United, especially considering the kind of condition that they are in right now, not being.
Okay, while Joseph Peter was actually trying to make some point there concerning Man United versus Porto, is a big match tonight between them. Can Man United actually get to salvage a win against FC Porto? Well, that's a big question to answer, because all the teams that have been facing them have been able to have an edge over Manchester United, led by Erik ten Hag. So tonight is another night that the leader of Man United fan will be looking up to see if they will escape it. For Tottenham Hotspur against Ferencváros, that's a big match also, because they also want to make sure they maintain that status quo in the run of the battle over there in the UEFA Europa League match day 2. Ludogorets against Victoria Plzen, Rangers versus Lyon, another big one to look up to in the matches up tonight. All the teams are battle ready, and we just continue to bring you updates concerning those games that will be up for grabs there. And now let's quickly look at this third tier of UEFA competition called Conference League. Matches will be up in the Conference League, and we look at those games. Astana will be at home against TSC, while St. Gallen will be away to Cercle Brugge in another Belgian team game. Dynamo Minsk from Latvia will be hosting Hearts. That's a big one there for heading him against Olympia, while Legia Warsaw from Poland will be at home against Real Betis of Spain. Lan Tomode of Norway, Noah versus Mlanda Boleslav, while Omonia Nicosia of Cyprus will be at home against Vikingor Reykjavik, the team from Iceland. They will be away to Cyprus to face Omonia Nicosia. Brabant Luka against Panathinaikos, the Greece team that will be playing in this competition. Still looking at the fixtures of the UEFA Conference League, the remaining part of it. Talking about UEFA, that's the Conference League. Chelsea will be facing Ghent, a Belgian team, and that's a match to watch. And we'll be dwelling on that if Joseph Peter is back. The new Saints will be playing against Fiorentina of Italy, while Copenhagen, that's what they call Copenhagen in English, will be playing against Jørgen Bastok. Jogani against LASK, and also you have Lugano of Switzerland hosting HJK of Finland there. Pafos versus Petro Corp, while Shamrock Rovers will be hosting Apoel. That's another team that will be playing tonight in the UEFA Conference League, the third tier of UEFA competitions. Right now, Joseph, well, maybe you are going to make it 2-in-1. Chelsea, Ghent, and then you touch on Man United, Porto.
Okay, so I would like to continue on where I stopped. I was talking about how Manchester United is not so good for them right now. It has been doom and gloom since the beginning of the season, and they have made a mistake of allowing this particular coach Eric Ten Hag to continue, which has not really been good. And he has been giving excuses and excuses and excuses after excuses, which actually he shouldn't be given, because he has been backed and has gotten his own kinds of players that he wants. His former Ajax players, he has brought them, and things are not really working. So if I am to tilt, and towards a team in this particular encounter, I wouldn't, want to, put my money on Man United. Seeing that they are playing away against a very, very good Porto side, I really believe that Porto can take this 3 points off Man United, because if they don't now, then they probably will never. They probably never will, because this is a perfect time if you want to win Manchester United. This is a very, very perfect time for you to do that. So I believe that Porto would actually get the points from Man United in this encounter. However, speaking about Chelsea is a different thing entirely, the opposite of that, because Chelsea have been, having a resurgence.
Chelsea
they have been coming up back to where we know them to be, how we know them to be anyway. So hopefully, they get.
Okay, well, what's actually trying to talk about Chelsea, they are seriously doing well right now. No one can take that away from the Blues. They are their best, and they are really getting better every game they play. If you look at that team, Enzo Maresca has been able to instill some discipline, also some action, and at least the action is really doing well right now, getting a lot of results in most of the games they play. Chelsea have really surprised everyone so far. The pace at which they were able to pick up, considering the way they've been playing before, has been fantastic, and really they deserve all the accolades coming from all the football points across the globe right now. Back to you, Joseph, for what you were saying concerning Chelsea versus KAA Ghent.
Yeah, so I was saying that they were facing, Chelsea are having a resurgence, and I believe that, seeing how far they have gone, looking at the form of Cole Palmer, I actually expect them not just to win this particular game, but to go all the way and win this competition. That's if they keep up with the momentum that they are building already. Maresca has done what he has done, and it seems to be working. And if they can keep it up and continue, and maybe, make sure that complacency does not come in, then I'm quite sure that they should be able to win this conference league, because for them to have been here itself is an accident. They are not supposed to be mentioned among the clubs that are playing the conference league, but here they are. This is where they find themselves. Now they need to, impose themselves as those who have actually been, being in the higher level of European competition and actually winning this competition. So for me, it's a no-brainer, and it's also no excuse, seeing that they are playing against Agent and they are playing it at home. So I'm quite confident, not like I am with Man U, but I'm quite confident with Chelsea that they will actually win this particular game and actually even go as far as winning this competition.
Well, for Chelsea, tonight is the night they really want to make statements. Chelsea fans have the bragging rights right now to see how they will do well there. Just to update you, Rangers International of Enugu just scored a goal, and now they have 1-0 against Bayelsa United. So a big one there, and they want to really see how they can maintain this. It's 1-0 right now in favor of the Flying Antelopes of Enugu. If they continue like this, they get 3 points at stake. So we continue to give you updates quickly before we wrap it up. Let's quickly look at UEFA Team of the Week. That's the Champions League. They just released it, and we just have a look at the players that made that UEFA Champions League. You look at from the goalkeeping side, yes, you can't take anything away from Martinez of Aston Villa. He really shone like million star for Aston Villa. And you look at the back four, Zabacosta, fantastic player for Atalanta. Salisu doing well there. Atletico Madrid, Flamingo. You also for PSV Eindhoven. You have Lille, Thiago Santos. Fiorentina in the middle of the pack alongside Timber, who also did well in that game. Rafinha, Barcelona, nothing away from Sima at DMA Karim scoring a hat-trick. It's not a child's play. And you have Blahovic of Juventus making that call there. Quickly, Joseph, a short one.
This is a very, very good squad of the week. I'm quite happy. I was actually expecting an Arsenal player, but since I didn't see one, I'll just hold on to the fact that Timber's brother is actually in the team. So that's something for me to celebrate. I'm very, very much satisfied with this squad that I will pick for the UEFA Champions League team of the week. And Karino Adeyemi was awesome, very, very, very awesome in his game against Celtic.
Okay, big one there at least for Karima Adeyemi, Rafinha, Vlahovic, Sima, Fiorentina, Timber, Zavacosta, Salisu, Flamingo, Santos, and Martinez. Those are the players that have been voted by UEFA right now for the UEFA Champions League Team of the Week Day 2. The marathon is still on. They continue to change the players as long as they perform better. Now let's look at the player of the month. For September in the Premier League, the nominees have been nominated by the Premier League right now. You look at the players, it's a tough one right now. Well, you say you have been looking for an Arsenal player. You have at least an Arsenal player there. Gabriel made it. Luis Diaz of Liverpool is also there. Harvey Barnes is there. You have Gravenberch, who also made it for Liverpool. Not forgetting Jimenez Raul, Dwight McNeil, Cole Palmer of Chelsea. And you have Oli Watkins also making the player of the month of September for the Premier League right now. So are you satisfied now having your player there, Joseph?
I'm very much satisfied, and in fact, I think he should win it. He scored big goals in big games against Tottenham, against Man City. So for me, he's even the best player of the month of September. So I think he should be the one whose picture should be on this stage alone, not Cole Palmer, not Luis Diaz, but reasonably speaking, I think the three of them were quite outstanding this past month.
But sincerely, Cole Palmer also stand a chance because of what he's been doing with Chelsea. No one can take that away from him, right?
Yes, he stands a chance. But the only thing is that, his performance was just in the last game of September, which was last weekend, right? No other, outstanding performance within the month, although he has been doing quite well. But if you look at the other two players, Luis Diaz did a lot at the beginning of September and now finished September well. While for Gabriel, he was outstanding the whole matches of the September month. And he wasn't just outstanding, he scored two goals in each big game against City and against Tottenham. I mean, that's actually very, very fantastic coming from him. So for me, he is the number one pick.
I'm sure you are going to support your own, no matter what. Chelsea fans too want to go for Cole Palmer. And you look at Liverpool fans, they have at least two players, Luis Diaz and Ryan Gravenberch there. They also will go for him. And not forgetting Newcastle, Harvey Barnes. All of them are fighting hard. From Fulham, you have Raul Jimenez, and also Everton, they have Dwight, who is also part of it, while Oli Watkins, yes, for Aston Villa, he also deserved that particular nomination. For all the 8 players, let the best player actually win, although it's by vote, but as it is, I'm sure the race is between, let me not do actually be the arbiter right now, but I know that a lot of fans will want to support Cole Palmer for what he has done. For Arsenal fans, they also want to really support Gabriel to win this. It's a big one there. But just to give you an update concerning the match between Rangers and Bielsa, it's still 1-0 in favor of the host team. That is Ranger International of Enugu at the Cathedral. They are leading the pack. That goal was scored in the 72nd minute thereabout. And right now, they are still leading the race to see how they can get the 3 points at stake. And now let's go back to that UEFA Team of the Week there. Well, if you look at this Team of the Week, Joe, that is last we're going to take on the show anyway. That's a UEFA Team of the Week for day 2. You want to agree with me that Adeyemi really stands out, right?
Yeah. After scoring the number of goals he scored, in that game against Celtic, I'm very, very sure everybody would agree also, not just you, that yes, Adeyemi is the best player on this list. He did quite well, very good, very, very beautiful goals for that match, and not just scoring any kind of tapping, but goals he created, goals that were fantastic outside of the 18 shots, and a very, very beautiful one. So for me, he's the best player on this list. Yeah, I agree with you totally.
Seriously, performance of this young lad has been fantastic. Well, your goalkeeper, Raya, has also been fantastic as the goalkeeper of Arsenal, but Martinez getting this nod, a good one.
Yeah, and I understand. When I saw the list and I saw that it wasn't Raya but Martinez, I had no issues. Reason why I had no issues was because Arsenal were playing against PSG, and the defense actually did a lot of work, and the goalkeeper wasn't troubled that much. But if you look at the game between Bayern Munich and Aston Villa, if not for Martinez, then I'm sure we wouldn't be celebrating Aston Villa for what they have been able to pull off. Beating Bayern Munich at home in England after a very long time. For that to have been done. So good kudos goes to Martinez. We know him, we know what he's capable of, and he has just proven it again that he still got it, and he did it against one of the biggest teams in Europe. So, kudos to him, and I have no bad feelings concerning this is award.
Well, a quick one before we wrap it up. Just call the game and then you get the result for us. Let's look at Porto Man United scoreline.
3-1 to Porto.
3-1 in favor of Man United, right?
3-1 to Porto, sir. Not Man United. Man United can't score 3 goals. They can't.
At least put your
they don't even know what they're playing right now.
Ghent?
Chelsea Ghent, no, 3-0.
3-0 in favor of Chelsea.
Yeah, 3-0 in favor of Chelsea.
Okay, good word there. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter from Kaduna. We appreciate your time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, that's it on the show. But right now, Rangers are still leading the pack against Bayelsa United 1-0. So far in the game, they are playing the rescheduled match of the Nigerian Premier Football League, and also showcase all the matches slated for tonight in the UEFA Europa League and also UEFA Conference League, the second and third tier of UEFA competition. That's it on the show. Sports update. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.